The coastal city of Patis thrives under the summer sun, a bustling hub where the reforms of Baymard take root. Amidst the chaos of traders and travelers, the gears of a grand, ambitious plan set by the monarch William begin to turn. In the outskirts, the promise of coin drives the desperate. A wagon driver, hungry for profit, demands payment from a mysterious, silent passenger who has been riding for days, completely unaware of the danger they have picked up. The silent passenger, cloaked in black, tosses a pouch of coins before walking off. The driver finds the payment fair, yet the stranger's ominous presence leaves the wagon crew feeling an unexplained sense of dread and relief. Navigating the maze of city alleys, the cloaked figure reaches Jillian's tavern. With a secret password, the traveler is recognized, marking a return to the shadows where the organization's hidden reach begins. Inside the sanctuary of the tavern, the facade falls away. Number 5 collapses, the pain of a deep, festering gut wound overwhelming her. She had survived the journey through sheer will, but her strength is at its absolute limit. Trained to survive, the assassin treats her own fatal injury with clinical precision. There is no time for rest. The mission is all that matters, and the Elder's summons are already echoing in her mind. Following her guide through a deceptive janitor's closet, the passage leads deep below the tavern. The air grows cold, the environment more pristine, as she descends into the heart of the witch organization. Number 5 kneels before the Council of Three. Their presence is suffocating, a display of power that commands absolute obedience. She stands accused, her report of failure hanging heavily in the air. She details the events in Baymard, revealing that the trader's daughter possesses the strength and intellect of her mother. The elders, fueled by jealousy and greed, realize their target is far more than a simple girl. Far from the clandestine meetings of witches, a massive, opulent entourage moves through the empire of Barren. The sight of golden and silver carriages marks the movement of the crown, striking a silent, fearful awe into the populace. Alexander Lockhart, the architect of this grand, sinister procession, watches with predatory delight. He has orchestrated a spectacle that will break the spirit of his own daughter, Princess Tilda, and instill fear in every noble present. Tilda, trapped in the machinery of her father's cruelty, feels the walls closing in. She is a pawn in a game she does not understand, forced toward a destiny of marriage to a monster, with nowhere left to run. The entourage arrives at the Abradis estate, where a gladiator-style arena has been prepared for a public display of punishment. Tilda realizes with gut-wrenching terror that this is for her grandmother. Alexander reclines like an emperor, indifferent to the suffering below. He has set the stage to extinguish the last remnants of Tilda's rebellion, using her grandmother's torment to anchor her into total submission. The cruel spectacle begins. Tilda cries out, her pleas ignored by the callous crowd and her own father. The weight of her helplessness is a crushing burden as she is forced to watch the woman she loves most being dragged into the pit. Publicly stripped before the elite of the empire, Paula stands exposed, yet her eyes betray no surrender. She is the embodiment of the defiance Alexander wishes to crush, a witness to the depths of his depravity. The punishment of tarring and feathering is unleashed. The boiling pine resin sears the skin, a gruesome invention brought to light to terrify and maim. Paula's screams echo through the arena, a harrowing sound of absolute agony. Broken and pinned, Tilda can only watch as her grandmother is dehumanized, coated in feathers and broken by the cruelty of the ruling class. Her spirit, already fragile, begins to fracture under the weight of this trauma. As the horrors of Barren unfold, Landon Barn prepares to set sail from Baymard. He leaves a heartfelt note for Lucy, a final act of tenderness before his mission to unravel the world's hidden dangers begins. The port is a symphony of efficiency. Hundreds of personnel, from soldiers to doctors, converge on the fleet. The mission is critical, and every movement is orchestrated to ensure the safety of those venturing into the unknown. On the ship's deck, Landon and Josh discuss a haunting realization. A shadow from Josh's past, a man of unfathomable power and influence, may be linked to the slave syndicates and the dark mysteries they are chasing. Back in Baymard, life remains vibrant. Nevis and Clovis, filled with youthful wonder, ride the sky train on their way to a field trip. They are oblivious to the dark clouds forming elsewhere, their focus set on the marvels of education. The students arrive at the Nature's Research and Observatory, a sanctuary of scientific wonder. Here, they will witness the intricacies of the natural world, a stark contrast to the brutality they have yet to understand. They witness the savage battle for dominance between stag beetles, a visceral display of nature's relentless instinct. The children take careful notes, oblivious to the fact that they are observing the same ruthlessness that governs their own world. Under the drizzling night, William stands against a sea of arrogance. The foreign marquess demands an audience, treating the monarch of Arcadina with contempt, oblivious to the fact that William is only playing a game of patience. The marquess strikes, revealing a dark truth, a hidden heir raised in Lingenberg and backed by the T. O.E.P. is coming to reclaim the throne. William listens, masking his resolve behind a facade of fear as the true war begins.